Hello, Christy Hill here. So I want to do this video today. I am 6 days post-op. Today is Wednesday, September 2nd. My skin-sparing, nipple-sparing bilateral mastectomy was last Thursday, August 30th. And so I want to share with you my experience of how the surgery went, and to show you what 6 days post-op looks like. So first of all, I had to go to the hospital last Thursday at 5 o'clock in the morning, and at 7 to register and everything. So at 7 a.m. they injected my left nipple, which is the breast that has cancer in it, with this blue dye, and it goes to the sentinel lymph nodes. And then what happens is it shows if the cancer has spread into my lymph nodes. So at 7:30 they wheeled me away and started the surgery at 8:30. They finished the surgery at 7:45 p.m., so almost about an 11-hour surgery. And the reason it took so long is because, number one, I had implants previously for 12 years, and so the implants had a lot of scar tissue connected to the rest of my breast tissue. So that took about 6 hours for my surgeon to remove everything, as well as they did find that the cancer spread into 4 of my lymph nodes. So they did have to remove my lymph nodes from under my left armpit, which I'll show you here in a little bit. And they tested it at a microscopic level. My surgeon called me yesterday with the test results, which I will get to once I tell you a little bit more, once I continue to show you what I look like. So I came out of surgery and I vaguely remember too much. I do know that it was very, very, very painful, like a Mack truck had parked on my chest. And 6 days post-op, everything is still extremely tight and painful. I was discharged out of the hospital on Saturday evening, and so Sunday I slept most of the day. I was able to get up. The occupational therapist came in and she gave me some stretches to work on to increase my range of motion, because the last thing I want to get is frozen shoulder. So I have been working on that as well. Monday, September 3rd, was my birthday, and I got up and out and about for a couple of hours, but it really took a lot out of me. So here we are, Wednesday, September 5th, and I'm 6 days post-op. So what I want to show you is I want to show you what I look like. So if you feel like you can't watch, then you can go ahead and pause this now, or you can turn it off, because I want to show you. And I do have tape over my nipples so that I can post this on YouTube and share with you all what everything looks like 6 days post bilateral mastectomy. So here we go. What they did, I have tape over my nipples. So what you see here is a drain tube. And let me see if I can turn this way. I'm going to take this off and I'm going to show you I'm going to scoot back some. I didn't prepare this video so well. Okay, so there is, my right side is a drain from here, and my left side, which is the side that had cancer, this is where they took my lymph nodes and the drains with the tubes here. Okay, so that's what, now I do have my nipples, and here's where they cut me open. And I still have the markings from when they marked me, and I don't know what the purpose of all this drawing on my chest is, but it's there for a reason, right? So what I want to show you next is this awesome drain pouch that someone had made for me. And my belly is very swollen because it's very hard to have a bowel movement. But if you can see here, my drain tubes. So it comes out as it was red, and we just, once they get halfway full, we drain them. And what my mom, she's here helping me, and she strips them so that there's no blood clot. But if you can see right now, it's turning almost a yellowish, and once it turns completely yellow, I believe that's when they'll take them out. And I have 2 on this side here. Number 3 is the one it's starting to get some blood clots. And then number 3 is the one that has been filling up quickly, and more often. And so these pouches, so that it doesn't hang. See, because what happens if it hangs, it pulls and it tugs, and it's really, really, really painful. So I go tomorrow to see my plastic surgeon, and he's the one in charge of these drains. They did give me something else to wear to hold the drains, but this one is a lot better than what the hospital gave me. So I am still heavily medicated, just because the pressure, it's like a vacuum is, have you ever seen or used, it's like a plastic bag, and you can put your clothes in it for storage, and then you plug the vacuum in it and you suck the air out of it. So that's what these drains are doing to my chest. And they're attached to this bag right here, which I have to carry around everywhere with me. Sometimes I forget, or if it like gets caught on something and it pulls, it's a little painful. But yeah, so and these tubes are running all around my chest here. Yeah, so that is what I look like 6 days post bilateral mastectomy. And my range of motion it's getting much better. I can move my hands about to here without it tugging and hurting. But there's a lot of exercises that she wants me to do that I've been working on. So I'm still only waking up about right now 2 or 3 times a night. And what I do is I take a Flexerol before bed with an ibuprofen or a Norco. I've kind of been mixing up my medications to see which works best, which lasts longer throughout the night, so that I'm not waking up in excruciating pain. Probably the hardest part is me getting up out of bed, because this left side right here, it's very numb, but it feels almost like a tear when I sit up. I do have now on my left arm, I don't know where this came from, but I have a giant bruise here, and about from here down to here is completely numb, and my surgeon said that is normal because she took my lymph nodes. So what the results came back as 4 out of the 17 lymph nodes had cancer in it. I meet with her next week, so I'll find out more of detail about what's going on. But I have made an appointment to have a CAT scan on my chest, abdomen, and pelvis, and then I also have to have a bone scan. And then I will be making an appointment with radiation and also an appointment with oncology to talk about chemo. I was taking tamoxifen before surgery. She told me to wait a couple of weeks after surgery because it does cause blood clots. So that's my story. That's where I'm at right now. And what I'm telling myself is take it one day at a time. It will get better, and I will beat this. So, thank you for watching my video and, supporting me on my journey. And I'm just here I want to just spread love and knowledge throughout this world. So thank you, and I love you. Goodbye.